Hey there, I'm Brian Conway from achievesuccess.co.uk, and this is going to be the last 4-minute Friday video of 2017. So I'm going to give it a slightly different focus. So less sales training and sales tips this week and things that'll help you close next week, because a lot of us won't actually be closing anything, so that kind of seems a little bit inappropriate. But there is a catalyst behind the subject for today, as there always is in these videos. And that was conversations this week I was having with some of my coaching and training clients about the importance of understanding the why behind a customer is doing something. You know, they will put a project in place. Quite often we look to get involved in that project, but that project is about what they're trying to achieve. Your product or service may be the how they achieve it. That's the kind of the solution to that problem perhaps. But I always try and get my sales guys to think more about why does the customer need to do it, because if that motivation isn't there, there's always a risk that your project will go on the back burner or something else will become a greater priority. So you've got to understand the why. That's what I want to talk about in this final video of the year, but about you personally. I want you to think about why you do what you do. Sales can be a tough job, it can be a stressful job, all that sort of stuff. So what's the motivation behind why you do it? And I don't mean because it is your job or you've got KPIs or you've got a target and all that sort of stuff to hit. I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about you personally. What do you get from this? So what I'd like you to think about for next year is some very specific goals. So I would like you to find some time over the next week. If you have some time off, you'll have a few days off at least, and even if you're at work, it'll be quiet. Take some time out, grab yourself a coffee if you're at work, grab yourself a sherry and a mince pie or whatever if you're at home. Find a room, quiet time, notepad, and just list a number of things you'd like to achieve. And I'd like them to be ideally some kind of physical thing, a kind of materialistic thing, right? You may want to put some money aside to save for children's, college fund or whatever it might be. You might want to pay off a chunk of your mortgage. These could be all goals, but I'd like you to have in there at least one or two physical manifestations of the effort and the success you have in the workplace. So by that I mean maybe a piece of jewelry. I'll give you an example. Many years ago I set the goal that if I hit, or when I hit £10,000 bonus in a given month, over and above salary or just bonus, that I would go out and buy a very specific Breitling watch which I'd seen and I wanted. I was going to spend a few grand on this watch when I hit this goal. So I had a very specific goal with a thing that I knew was the result of achieving that outcome. And it was great the day I went and bought that watch. But what it also does is it allows your subconscious to focus on things and attract all sorts of activities towards you because you have a very specific outcome you're trying to achieve. So it might be a watch, it might be a handbag, it might be a piece of jewelry, it might be a holiday. If you have a dream holiday that you'd love to go on, then define it. Write down where it is you'd like to go, where you'd like to stay, and how much you'd have to have saved. And then set up a very specific savings account, and perhaps every month you take 30% of every piece of commission or total income or whatever it might be, and without question you put that in there. Whether it's a large amount or a small amount, you just take 20, 30%, whatever you predefine, and you put it into the savings account until you hit that goal figure that says, right, we've hit 12 grand and now it's saved from all the effort and work we've put in this year, let's book the holiday. All right, and then you can sit on that beach and go, do you know what, this is living the dream. This is what it was all about. This is the manifestation of all that work and all that stress and all those long hours and all those complaining customers and all that crap sometimes we have to kind of go through. This is what it was all for. And if you do that, not only will you appreciate the spoils of your effort more, but actually having those goals set generally drives your success in a more focused direction. You know why you're doing what you do. All right, so that's it for this week. Find some time, sit down, list some goals, set some very specific, ideally materialistic things, but you can have some personal goals as well. As I said, down payment, new car, pay off some mortgage, whatever it might be. But I'd like you to at least have a couple of things in there that when you look at them, you go, I got that. I still look at that watch in the watch box and go, I got that because of the goal I achieved way back when. And it's still warms me up to the fact that I know, and also I know if I was able to do it once, I could do it again. All right, so it kind of gives you that confidence as well. But anyway, won't get into the whole psychology behind why this is important. I just want to set you that as a project over the Christmas, your Christmas project. Find some time and just do it. Set yourself some goals for 2018. So listen, that's it for this year. That's it for this video. I wish you all a Merry Christmas, a great New Year. As I said, I won't see you next week, but I will see you in the first week of 2018. In the meantime, have a wonderful holiday period, sharing whatever you do with your family and friends and all that sort of stuff. Be in the moment. A few weeks ago, I talked about mindfulness. Again, be in the moment and really enjoy the next couple of weeks. And I will see you, as I said, in 2018. I'm Brian Conway from Achieve Success. This has been 4 Minute Friday, last one of the year. Please apply what I teach. As always, please apply what I teach. And if you like this kind of idea and concept, always, I ask you, please share, like, and comment. And it would be great then next year to actually get some feedback on the things that you've achieved, the goal you set, and get some photographs from that beach in the Maldives or whatever it might be, or flashing around your piece of bling. It'd be lovely to see how setting these goals actually manifest themselves in the coming year. So have a great Christmas, and I'll see you in 2018. I'm Brian Conway. Bye-bye.